Hi there. Next, we're going to sort of look at this. Let's have a quick render again and select cycles and have a look around. So the windows here are visible. You can see through the windows into your room and see cube. For this, I'm going to go into object mode, select empty and delete. Go back to render mode, and it's visible. You can see through the glass. So what I'm going to do now is build a Unity app and deploy this into a Unity app and then try to walk around. What I found out is that I might not need the ground in the Unity app, so I'm going to delete that. Open the shader view. Now before we can add an image texture, right, we're going to sort of unwrap this. So I'm going to press tab into edit mode, press U and go with Smart UV project, and it's going to wrap the entire walls. I'm going to come down here, click on Open Add one as the main texture. Now what I'm going to do is, if you have no Wrangler installed as the add-on, edit preferences, add-ons, no Wrangler. Yeah, so you need to enable that. I'm just going to close that. Close. And then I'll simply click on this and press Ctrl T to generate the texture coordinate and T to yeah. Then zero generate the texture coordinate and mapping nodes. So I won't like duplicate this. If I tap it, it's going to object mode, render view, just see what it looks like. So we'll realize that there is a bit of scaling issue involved here. So I'm going to like go into skills and put 20, 20, 20. So that's it to just put 20. So it looks a bit better. So it looks so repeated. Let's try 10. So let's start with 10. 10. Okay, that looks all right. So I'm just going to bring in the normal map as well. I'm just going to duplicate this. Importantly, change it to set this to sRGB to generate a color. Put this at no color, and then go select the normal map. So close that. Open. It's just normal. Open that. You don't have to select it. Put that inside. Uses the same scale, similar scale as the RGB. And then move this guy to the right. Let's Shift A, go to converter, A converter. Sorry, go to vector and normal map. Click that, draw a color in, and draw this out to normal. And then you see this sort of shadow effect on the walls. So if I put this at 20, 15, 15, looks a bit more scale, detail, some sort. So this is what I'm going to put the vector quest. Come down here and use the built-in render pipeline, 3D core chip, which I think is fine. I'll just name it metal apartments and create. Now while that runs, I thought I'll probably change this what sliding doors to plastic. So if you're going to render view, let's say as white, so like the black bit. So just go into object, solid view mode, and select it, and then go into the packet mesh add-on, and go down to the frame on the window panel, like plastic. It's gonna go down. Press N, press 3. That's 1 to go forward. Click on the empty and go straight. Go into our frame mode so you can see the side of the building. Then press S and increase the size. So I'm going to just go with this object so I can probably see well. And then S again and increase size. So if you look at it from the side, switch walls, and I'll just go press it a bit more. Yeah, I think it's just fine actually. So it's also just covered everything. So just press it down, and that's fine. Yeah, so just covers the walls. I'm just gonna like press N, select it. So here frame plastic. Uh, so I'm just gonna render this on. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, so it looks a bit better with the dark color. So we don't have a ground yet because we could play ground in Unity. I'm just gonna go back to object solid view mode and then save that as well. And then check out Unity app. It's loaded. So I'm just gonna drag the scene into here, the object into here. So I'm going to click on assets and create a new folder. Click on mesh. Just gonna create another folder for textures. Create another folder for materials. So I'm just gonna copy materials from my location to here. Like them, make sure they're default to the UI. Save normal map. Save the project. Save the scene. Save the project. So in a few minutes, we're gonna convert all this into a VR scene. But we also need to add in the mesh as well. Save, and I'm going to right click assets. Let's copy, go into Blender. Just go click on within a Blender file, export. You should see that there. So I could drag that into the scene. And this is what it looks like. The scene that's on the game. If you look at scene view, you had a terrain, a 3D object terrain. I'm going to move like the terrain, change reduce the size about 300 by 300, 300 as well, and then move the object into the center. Use the arrow, drag it to the center, and create a prefab. So I'm going to create a folder for prefabs, folder prefab. So it's playing. That was supposed to be stop the play, rename the folder to prefab, and double click on prefab, drag that item in, delete what you have in the theme, and then drag in the preferred system. So now I'm going to have creating materials. So, so these are textures actually. So I need to move this into the textures folder and then create a new material for building lowercase, building math. And then for the textures, drag the ALB albedo to the space, features into the normal space. And select the building, go into the materials, drag the building map onto the building. That makes the building look better than expected. So F, centralize and rotate around it. So wanting to make a bit texture a bit tighter, a bit smaller. So back in here, I'm going to so back in here, back in here, what I'm going to do is I've sort of added edge splits. I've sort of added the edges to the different parts of the walls. So split them into sort of close to squares or rectangles. So I'm just going to press A again and view and smart UV project. Probably to look better on Unity, then tap into object mode. I'm going to run the auto pose as well, so that the windows will cut through the wall. So I'm just going to go down to the holes. And actually, I think I've already run it all. That's why I have all these booleans. So what you do is just click on auto holes. So click create all these booleans tied to the windows. So if I click on this and I press G, drag it out, the wall is actually there. I need to apply this auto holes, these modifiers before we move on. So once I apply them, now when I move this G, now when I press this, like that, press G, as the hole is there. So I'm just going to select the empties, the larger empties, and delete, larger empties, and delete. I'm going to select this. If I delete this right now, it rotates this back. So Control Z. I'm going to select the window, right click, sorry, on Alt P, and clear and keep transform. And click on that and delete. And the same thing for this Alt P, clear and keep transform like that and delete. And then come down here. If I decide to delete this or reduce the size, so Control Z, Alt P, clear, keep transform, and delete. Oh, still reduces anyway. Just like this, and Control A, all transforms, all X delete. So for this, I'm going to select the empty as well, delete, and then select the window, Alt P, play and keep transform, and then select that and delete, and then it's all right. So now when I render this, I get to see through the rooms, through the glass, and the shine, the reflection of the light from the outside. So I'm going to tap into uh, select mode, save this, and then export. Export as again, export FBX, like the mesh, and leave this there, and go back to Unity. So now we'll try to fix the material once again. I'll just go there and delete what we have before. Delete. We'll just create a new one. Right click, create material, building, and so rather than using the futuristic ALB, I'll just rename that, copy the X there, rename this to uh, futuristic ALB symbols. Missed out the A there. I'll put in the A. So rather than having the using this, which was earlier one, I'll choose building textures and then use the symbols for the albedo and use the normal map for the normal map. And when I go back to materials and I add that to building, it's sort of similar. I'm just going to the tiling and give it 15 and 15. It looks like it's better this time. Yeah, it's better texture this time around. For the roof, I'm going to sort of just give it a dark roof. I'm going to create other material. Maybe it's the roof or ceiling. Add it to ceiling and just give it sort of dark texture. And then all going to the building, we need to see through the windows. We'll probably see here that when we look at through the side, these windows are one sort of not sit through here. So what you do in that case is go back to Blender, right? And select the glass and add in solid. And I'll select all this windows one by one, like this. And we'll shift select that, Control L, link modifiers, copy modifiers. Yeah, select this. Also have the modifier. Well, it doesn't have the modifier actually already applied. So just has solidify, modify, and then just now we're gonna export again. Save, export again to just gonna click on selecting mesh and probably delete what we have here. Drag this back on the environment. So that's not it's not happening there. It should be happening. So go back to Blender. So just gonna add this the material onto the building. What I'm gonna do next is so see just slide it back and forth. Don't go with the press F just to rotate around it. So yeah, so it's locked on both sides really. It's the other window that's having problems. So if we save this and go back into Blender, just like that, window, add so file, click this, probably make it 2 and apply. Oops, that's the solid like that. 02, 5, and save, export, FX, the options, export. I go into Unity. It's now show coding. So next I want to do basically, it's this other windows are quite fine. Actually. Glass there's also fan tuning from the size. What I'm going to do now is to add in, bring in the this as a store, find, search for glass, and add in free glass, for a free version of glass. So open in Unity, import, import. Next thing I'm going to do is to apply glass material to the windows. And then once it's in, I can close the, I don't have to close that, I can always save. And then I can go to the assets folder on the glass pack, click on materials, and then I could check the type of glass they are. Liquid, plain, so I could add the glass material, the glass of the building, and for this as well, asking to test them out by probably going in, you see, checking them out, so they sort of reflection really. Yeah, so I could sort of barely see the outside through the glass. Let's look at this guy here. Yep, feel the outside as well. There's a bit of refraction. But what if I try the other ones? Yeah, so this looks a bit cleaner. I'm just, I could, let's try the plane. So plane does basically liquid. I could just go to select the liquid and probably change the color to something around blue. Yeah, makes it a bit glassy. Bring it to the glass, and then I'll just use that across the frames glass materials. Yeah, yeah, so I think probably the double application of solid this might have made it a bit thicker, but that's not a problem. We can always do that. So we can see through this. The next thing is to convert this easy app into a VR app. But before we do that, what I'll do is to go back into materials and add the styling onto that, make it dark, save this application. Do we have a base really? Have a floor, build the house. Look at that. That would ain't a floor. Or rather the floor is not visible. So if I select this, I could probably create another material. Let's say floor. We'll probably make it something some green and add that. That can always change later, really. So I'm going to save this, and then next stage of this is to convert this into a project. And so we'll see that from the all right. So I'm going to just save this, save the project as well. So we have the scene. So let's go to first start with build settings, add the scene, do that, and select Android from the start, select ASTC. That should be is fine. Leave that as the default is going to be uh, very Oculus, but just click on switch, and then let's switch platform. Now the platform is switched. Next thing you want to do is go to play settings and go to XR plugin management. Install XR plugin management. That's done. What you then need to do is to go into desktop, like open XR, not Oculus. Open XR. It's going to install the packages for R for the desktop. It took a while to actually accept it this time. You have to use OpenXR some time built into Unity. So it says this is using new input system package. Do you want to enable backends? Yes. So there's no way for you to configure everything. Now to load a few things. It is gone off. Gonna restart. So the the project. Then let's go back to the player settings and go to OpenXR. See that on the Android desktop as well, and on the Android as well. So all we need to do now is we need to install the MetaQuest all-in-one add-on. So I'm going to go into Asset Store. Once again, search online, download the store online. We're going to enter MetaQuest. It's to return quite a lot of plugins for MetaQuest. I'm going to go with the MetaQuest all-in-one SDK like that. And that's going to go into Open Unity. And I'm going to click on install. Now while it's installing, you can read a few things here to eventually. So once it gets installed, we'll do that as well. It's loading packages. Just wait a bit for it to finish. Well, that's the end of it. Here's the time. So now it says Meta XR feature set must be enabled in OpenXR feature groups to support Oculus. Utilities, you want to enable it? You want to enable it? I'll click on enable. Next, it says changes to OPR plugin detected. Plugin updates require restart. Please restart it. Update, restart editor. Yeah, start the editor. And we're back in the editor. So next thing we'll probably install is the interactions toolkit by going to Unity Editor, XR interaction toolkit. We'll install that as well. Now the interactions to now the XR interaction toolkit is installed. I'm going to close that. I'll go back to File, Build Settings. Everything is selected here. I don't have my equals selected, connected. So player settings, and then now you have Meta XR here. Go back to Open XR, and on the desktop, select Oculus. Nothing like there, and enable interaction profiles. I'm just going to click on the Oculus Touch profile. I'll go on the Android as well, select Oculus Touch control profile, and select Meta XR on that. Select all that. Click, go back desktop, select that, all that. Click. Then go on the Meta XR. For desktop, click on Fix All. Then Apply All. And then for Android as well, Fix All. Apply All. Now, okay, that's done. Just gonna wait for that to get done. Now, next thing you want to do is to go on the player and scroll down. Call space should be linear. Maintain that linear. Probably want to do resolution icon later. Or this under the desktop other settings, linear. Um, so graphics API for Windows, like that, and choose OpenGL A3 and remove Direct 3D. I remove Direct 3D. Don't say restart editor. Yeah, go ahead and restart. There's no way for it to start again. Back in Unity. So we're gonna go select graphics API. Make sure it's OpenGL ES3. Select remove Vulkan. That should have been the case before. So linear phase require that. Skip that. Uh, skip that. Go down. Texture compression format ASTC and the more quality. Output. Skip that. You name your company. I'll name my MSL Limited. MSL. It's up. Yeah. It's up. And then click that version, bundle version, minimum API, target API, the L to CPP, net, and that 2.1 files over all devices, automatic installation, internet access auto, active API handling both, acceptable, and then create a new special uh, for request to do and keep that. Otherwise, just check back this show. I'll click show stop app selected. Otherwise, it'll app crash. It'll start sending reports back from where that's what came from. So that's selected. Now, what I need to do is everything seems to be set. Meta quest always accepted. Fix all for the desktop. And then close this and go back to the scene. Now, under the scene, I'm going to, now that you have the XR interaction toolkit installed, go under XR, go under settings. And one thing I missed out is while installing XR interaction toolkit, I forgot to add in the samples. So I'm going to go back to packet manager and go on the Unity registry, go on the XR interaction toolkit. And on the samples, you under that you see samples, import start assets. You can click on import start assets, let that download into your project. And once that's downloaded, click close that, and then you can come on the samples and you'll see XR interaction toolkit. Just wait for that to get done. Samples, XR interaction toolkit, 0.63 start assets. Go on the presets and click on service presets. You'll see a button for continuous move. Add action-based continuous move provided defaults. So it's going to play some settings. When you start creating controllers, rigs, it automatically preloads them. These controllers, keep the snap turn, add that as well. You need continuous move, continuous turn, and snap turn basically. So now go into the and then the next thing we'll do is right click on the XR, click on XR origin, and then automatically an XR iteration project comes in. I can delete the main camera, the old main camera now, an XR origin. and I can move it so the camera is quite close to the building. Looking down there. So I'm gonna move it up to be below the ground, up to point, probably it side up a bit. I'm probably gonna add a control this as well. So first the control, make sure that it's either stays on the ground, doesn't go below the ground or doesn't go through the walls. Now I'll disable that. Next thing I'll do is to check this main camera left right. Then I'll add in like my source, go to save again, save project. I'll place that build set and select close tree. Let's see if we try to play this, see if it plays on the let let's build and compile it. Yeah, that's it. Think around environment. A bit higher above the ground actually. I can't move yet because I've yet set the so I'm just going to drop this and go offline. So play. So what I'm gonna do is to so position action click the plus sign and trying to select quick reference and so next thing is go to onto the origin XR rig and add in some modifiers, some providers. So there is you add in the location system, local motion system first. That's gonna have the XR origin coming in there. Then you wanna add the continuous movement, continuous movement provider. Further with the mesh system, we're gonna drag that to the space and close that. We're gonna add the continuous movement provider, tone provider, location space as well. Close, close that. That. You also want to probably add the snap tone provider, but I'm gonna need that because it's so sort of competes with the tone continuous tone provider. I'm gonna make sure the movement runs only with the left controller. So I'm going to disable the right controller, but for the right controller, I can turn around. So I'm going to disable left controller. So I'm going to save this again, save the project, and then run this again. Should run the headset. So I haven't added all that. I'm going to add various providers. So there's continuous mode provider and the song. Then I'm going to play this, expecting this to play on the headset. Operating controllers. Now I'm going to load it within the Quest 3. Up I goes. I can inspect the windows, I can go around the room, the cube right in front of me, and yeah, there's space in there. Oh, some bill for good product. Uh, then we'll actually take care of that. That's a blind of the trouble. We'll go around church's side. Probably I can go through the outside. Let's see if I can do this. Yeah, yeah. Because I've disabled the controller, I will be able to walk around. So that's what the wall looks like. Go down here. The left controller allows me to move, the right controller allows me to turn. I can go in here. Now this looks nicely black plastic. So that's first wall. I'll go through here. Yeah. Just always shaking. Not sure why that is. Uh, so body. I'm just sitting down. I'm using the close for I go to boundary. Set around the building. Like what it looks like. The walls look like a so if I added the character bit, I probably can't go through the walls. So the walls need to be wider. Well, go take that paste there. If you tricks missions this to be visualizing better community best way. So see you there, cheers.